Here's how the rotational penetrometer works. Start with the caster wheel indenter in place and the penetrator assembly raised to its highest position. Then, move the rotation lever to the right until it contacts the frame. With the caliper facing forward, lock the penetrator assembly into place by rotating the clamp block lever to the rear. Now you're ready to begin. Identify the area on the test surface to be tested and place the device on the surface. Now stand on the surface reference plates. First, lift up one foot, then the other, and then balance your weight on both of the surface reference plates. This will settle the device onto the surface. The next step is to unlock and gently set the penetrator assembly on the test surface and zero the caliper. Hold the calibration block with the right hand and unlock the clamp block lever with the left hand. Now, gently lower the penetrator assembly onto the test surface. If you accidentally drop the penetrator assembly onto the test surface, you will spoil the reading and you will need to start over at a new location on the test surface. Ensure that the caliper face is forward and parallel with the face of the clamp block base plate. The rotation lever must be to the right against the frame. At this point, your weight must be evenly distributed between both feet on the surface reference plates. Tighten the clamp block lever by moving it to the rear so that the penetrometer assembly is securely held by the clamp block. Use both hands or a lifting strap to lift the spring-loading handle to the top of its slot. Gently lower the spring-loading handle back into the locked position. This procedure will relieve horizontal forces on the indenter. Next, loosen the clamp block lever by rotating it to the front, and tap the clamp block lever forward on the clamp block base plate 3 times. This will relieve any friction between the clamp block and the penetrometer assembly. Relock the clamp block lever by moving it to the rear. Now turn on the caliper and zero the caliper reading. Verify the caliper is displaying in inches, not millimeters. This zeroes the caliper with the penetrometer sitting on the surface. Now apply the spring force to the indenter by using both hands or a lifting strap to lift the spring-loading handle. Pull up on the loading handle and rotate it clockwise to unlock the spring-loading handle. Then slowly lower the loading handle to release the spring pressure onto the indenter. The loading handle should be lowered over a 2 to 4 second period. Do this by counting 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, etc. Allow the indenter to settle into the test surface with the force applied for 10 seconds. Then watch the caliper readings until you see the readings stabilize. The readings are stable when the thousandths values do not change over a 5-second period. You may, however, see the 10,000ths values change. If the reading changes at any time over the 5-second period, start the count again from 0. Once the reading has stabilized, record the firmness reading. Next, move the rotation lever slowly through 4 90-degree rotations. Make sure to use an open hand so that no up or down forces are applied to the rotation lever. These rotations are done at approximately 1-second intervals, counting 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, as you rotate the lever back and forth twice. If you accidentally push down on the rotation lever, your reading will be inaccurate and you will need to start over at another location on the test surface. Now record the stability reading, again waiting until the reading has stabilized to the thousandths of an inch. Now, remove the spring force and lock the spring by pulling the spring-loading handle back up to its original starting position with both hands, rotating the loading handle counterclockwise to lock it into position. Before stepping off the device, reset the penetrator assembly, loosening the clamp block lever by moving it forward. Then move the clamp block lever to the rear until it locks the indenter assembly in place. It is now safe to step off the surface reference plates. Next, move the device to a new location on the test surface. Make sure that the base plates are not placed over an area that one of the surface reference plates was previously sitting on. This is best accomplished by moving the rotational penetrometer to a completely new area on the test surface. The firmness and stability measurements are taken a total of 7 times on 7 separate areas of the test surface. After 7 readings are completed, the highest and lowest of both firmness and stability readings are lined out, and the remaining values are averaged in their respective categories. The averaged values are the final test results for firmness and stability.